Okay, so you share the release notes for OpenAI's new GPT-5.2 Codex.
hmm
It just dropped on December 18th.
Yeah, yesterday, and it's a big one.
It really is. We're not just talking about a better code checker here. This is an agentic model that's setting a whole new bar for professional software engineering and, maybe more importantly, defensive cybersecurity.
It is a profound jump.
So for this deep dive, our mission is really to understand where this sudden leap in power is coming from.
And crucially, we have to talk about the dual use nature of this. I mean, any advancement this potent needs immediate and, very transparent safeguards. So for you, the listener, understanding the access controls is just as important as the cool new features.
Right. So the core claim is that 5.2 Codex is optimized for long horizon work. What does that actually mean?
It means it has a kind of working memory. It can handle the real drudgery of say, a multi-thousand line code refactor or a migration without getting lost halfway through.
Something previous models would just choke on.
Exactly. And that ability to maintain context is all thanks to what they're calling context compaction. It's a brilliant way to give the model a massive but token-efficient memory. It can hold an entire code base's architecture in its mind.
And it's not just talk, right? There are numbers to back this up. You pointed out the state-of-the-art results on benchmarks.
On things like SWE-Bench Pro, which is about solving real engineering tasks in a full code repository.
Okay.
And also Terminal Bench 2.0, which tests the AI in a real terminal environment, compiling code, setting up servers. It's not a simulation. Plus, its vision is way stronger, so it can actually interpret screenshots and technical diagrams.
So it sees what a developer sees.
Pretty much.
Okay, the engineering part is clear.
Hmm.
But let's shift to the area that always raises eyebrows, cybersecurity.
Right.
The source notes, this is the third sharp jump in cyber capabilities since the first GPT-5 Codex. Now, OpenAI says it does not yet reach a high level under their preparedness framework.
Which is their threshold for, catastrophic risk.
Right. But the acceleration is, well, it's terrifyingly fast.
It is. And this capability isn't just theoretical. It's already accelerating real-world defensive work. The example with Andrew McPherson at Privy really drives this home.
Yeah, tell us about that. He was using the previous model, 5.1 Codex Max.
Correct. And his goal was actually pretty simple. Just reproduce a known vulnerability, the React 2 shell issue.
Wait, so if he was just trying to replicate an existing problem, how on earth did it end up finding 3 new ones?
Well, that's the thing. He was guiding it through a standard defensive workflow. Setting up test environments, running some fuzzing to probe the system.
Standard stuff.
But the AI started surfacing these unexpected behaviors. Things a human would likely have just dismissed or missed entirely during a routine test. And that process, over a single week, led directly to finding and disclosing 3 completely unknown React vulnerabilities.
Oh, wow. So we've moved past AI as just a code checker. This is AI as a full-on research partner.
It's finding holes in widely used software that humans missed for months, maybe years. That speed is the game changer.
And that speed, of course, requires very careful access controls.
They know that. It's why the deployment is so tightly controlled. It's a gradual rollout to paid ChatGPT users first, and then the API access will follow.
But the key safeguard is this invite-only trusted access pilot. What's so special about that?
It's a pathway built specifically for vetted professionals doing legitimate dual-use work. We're talking ethical hackers, authorized red teamers.
Okay.
And here's the groundbreaking part. For that pilot, they are specifically removing the usual safety guardrails. They're letting the defenders stress test critical infrastructure with the most powerful version of the tool.
So they're trying to give the good guys a head start.
That's the calculated move, yes. Let the people focused on defense get the best tool first.
So to sum it up, GPT 5.2 Codex is fundamentally changing the game for both creating and defending software. But that leaves a huge question hanging in the air.
It does, and it's the thought I want to leave you with. Given that we now know these models can find previously unknown vulnerabilities during routine work, how might these systems fundamentally change the global balance between offense and defense?
And what does that acceleration mean for the public's trust in the software we all rely on every single day?
Something to consider as you scroll through your apps tonight.